Well, good morning to you. We welcome you here at New Freedom Baptist Church on this Easter Sunday morning. Realize that this is a little unusual, but not really how we normally do Easter Sunday morning. But I want to thank you for tuning in, and know maybe others that aren't even from our church may listen to this. Primarily, this is for those from New Freedom Baptist Church, and we want to say I miss you. And I miss being able to fellowship together and worship together and gather together. Boy, I am longing for the day to get to hear the choir sing and sing the songs of Zion together and worship together and rejoice in the Lord. I long for those days to come, and I can't wait. Amen. I just really cannot wait. I miss being together with you. I hoped and prayed about it and agonized this week, but really didn't feel the leadership of the Lord to have service in the parking lot this week. But I wanted to, but the Lord just did not give me a green light on that. And so the Lord showed me this is what He wanted me to do. So I feel like I want to just obey God. And I want to ask you to pray for one another. Pray for the church. Pray for each other. Pray for me. This is unusual for me. It's hard for me to preach to an empty church with nothing but a camera and a Bible. But pray for us that the Lord would direct us and help us. I'm going to read a few verses of Scripture, well, quite a bit of Scripture, I guess, out of the book of Luke, and chapter number 24. Luke chapter 24, and give you that. The Lord's laid on my heart to preach for this Easter Sunday morning. Luke chapter 24 and verse number 13. The Bible said, "Behold, two of them went that same day to a village called Emmaus, which was from Jerusalem about 60 furlongs. And they talked together of all these things which had happened. It came to pass that while they communed together and reasoned, Jesus himself drew near and went with them. But their eyes were holden that they should not know him. He said unto them, What manner of communications are these that ye have one to another, as ye walk and are sad? And the one of them, whose name was Cleopas, answering, said unto him, Art thou only a stranger in Jerusalem, and hast not known the things which are come to pass there in these days? And he said unto them, What things? They said unto him concerning Jesus of Nazareth, which was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, how the chief priests and our rulers delivered him to be condemned to death, and have crucified him. And we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel. Beside all this, today is the third day since these things were done. Yea, and certain women also of our company made us astonished, which were early at the sepulchre. And when they found not his body, they came saying that they had also seen a vision of angels which said that he was alive. And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre, and found it even so as the women had said. But him they saw not. Then he said unto them, O fools and slow of heart, to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Ought not Christ to have suffered these things, and to enter into his glory? And beginning in Moses and all the prophets, he expounded unto them in all the Scripture the things concerning himself. And they drew nigh unto the village whither they went. And he made as though he would have gone further. And they constrained him, saying, Abide with us, for it is toward the evening, and the day is far spent. And he went in to tarry with them. And it came to pass, as he sat at meat with them, he took the bread, and blessed it, and brake, and gave to them. The angels have said he's alive. The women have seen it. All these things have happened. So these boys decide they're going to leave and go home. Boy, I know in these uncertain days that we're living in, so many don't know really what to expect with all this that's going on with the coronavirus and all the social distancing and all the things that are going on. Maybe some of us are walking this same road and we're discouraged and we're down and out, have no trouble in our hearts. I thought about looking at these men and seeing where they were and see if we can draw some help and some strength in these days. And I thought about this, first of all. The Bible said that they could not see in verse number 16. Here they were talking about all these things. They were reasoning in their heart. They were discussing the events of the days that had just passed. And the Bible said they could not see. Their eyes were holding that they should not know him. Oh, so many times we think everything's out of control just because we can't see. But it's really not dependent on what we see or what we know and what we understand. But glory to God, aren't you glad? There is a Father in heaven that's got it all in his hands and in his control. And he's running this thing and he's running it right. And he's running it well. We don't understand about the things of today or even tomorrow. But we know who it is that's running this show. And God, we've got faith that we trust him. And God to do all for his glory. Amen. And for our good. Amen. And thank God for that. The Bible said they couldn't see. They couldn't see. The Bible said they discussed all these things. All these things. In verse 14, they walked together, talked together of all these things which had happened. All these things. Boy, I don't know what your things are. I don't know what all your things are that you may be talking about. I don't know what all your things are that you may be upset or disgusted about or discouraged about. But oh, they were talking about these things. They were upset. Well, you would have been too. I would have been too if I'd have been there. And upset about what all went on. And they were discussing these things. And the Bible said they reasoned in themselves. They were reasoning together. They reasoned about it. Or sometimes it just don't make sense. I mean, sometimes it's out of our control and it just doesn't make sense what all's going on in life, what all's going on in the world, what all's going on with your family. That's where these guys were. It just didn't all make sense. But we don't understand it all. Well, he didn't say you had to understand it all. Amen. He didn't say some of you will never be saved because you think you've got to understand it all. You'll never understand it all. I've been saved now since 1987, and thank God I still don't understand it all. But I'm led in by faith one night. I trusted in Jesus, and through all my hope and my trust upon him and believed on him, I'm the saving of my soul. I'm thankful for that. Amen. Believe him. They reasoned. The Bible said they knew him not. There he was, the very one that's talking about. Walking with them and talking with them. Listening to what they were saying, and they had no idea. He was right there. And I'll tell you something this morning. And God, he knows all about you. He knows all about where you are. He knows the road you're walking. He knows the valley you trod. He knows the trouble you face. He knows the storm that's brewing in your life. He knows all about you. Thank God for that. Aren't you glad he knows and he knows what you need? Amen. Thank God for that. The Bible said they didn't know him. They could not see. They could not see. I'm going to say this. Amen. Their countenance was sad. The Bible said in verse 17, he said unto them, what manner of communications are these that you have one to another as you walk and are sad? You're sad. What are you so sad about? What are you so upset about? They said, you know what's the matter with you, man? Where are you from? You're not from around here. You ain't been here. You ain't heard what else going on. The whole city knows what's going on. Where you been? You don't know. You don't understand. You don't understand priest, he cannot be touched with the feelings of our. He's touched with the feelings of our infirmity. He knows where you are. He knows what you're going through this morning. Thank God for that. The Bible said their countenance was sad. They began to tell him, they said, you don't understand what's going on here. Listen, they said in verse number 20, they said the chief priest and our rulers had delivered him to be condemned to death. Hey, thy chief priests, the very ones that are the rulers and religion, they delivered him to be dead. They delivered him up to judgment. They delivered him to be put to death. And now they've crucified him. You don't understand what's going on in our life. You don't know what we've been through. Hey, the one that we look to, the one we follow, they've already delivered him to death. And he's been crucified. Oh, that horrible, awful, agonizing death that he's gone through. You don't understand. You don't understand, boy. Hey, if anybody could understand, he could understand. If anybody knows, he knows. If anybody understands suffering, he understands suffering. Well, if anybody understands what being crucified is all about, he knows. He knows. Oh, friend, anybody understands pain, he understands. They said the chief priest and the rulers had delivered him up to be condemned to death. And now they've crucified him. They've driven the nails in his hands and in his feet. They've put him on that cross. And there he died, crucified. Amen. There he was. And we believe that he'd be the Savior of the world. We trusted he'd be the one that would redeem Israel. And then bring our country back. Amen. To a stronghold. But now he's dead. He's dead. He's dead. And our hope's done with him. We're without hope. That's why we're going home. That's why we're walking away. We've got no hope. Listen, and the Bible said here, they said we trusted it had been him that should have delivered and redeemed Israel. And then they said and then some women that were with us, they went down to the sepulchre early this morning. This is the third day. They went down there early to anoint the body of the Lord. They went down there early in the morning to take down the spices and to take down those things to put upon his body. And now they come back and they said his body's gone. And we don't understand. He's not there. He's not there. He's gone. He's gone. Beat all of that. They said an angel told them. They saw a vision. And the angel said, he's alive. He's alive. We don't understand. We don't understand. We don't understand. Hey, I'm glad it ain't for us to always understand everything. Ain't got faith. You know what faith is? Faith believing when you don't understand. Faith trusting when you don't understand. Faith stepping out when you don't understand. And there's nothing to step on. That's what it is. Faith. Man, when he told Peter, step out of the boat and come to him. He said, Lord, if it be thou bid me come unto thee. He said, come. Amen. He didn't step out on nothing Peter had. He didn't step out on nothing them other boys had. And God, he didn't step out on the oars. He stepped out on nothing. He stepped out on nothing but the Word of God. The Word of the Lord. Trusted him by faith. He trusted him fully by faith. By faith he trusted him. They said he's alive. We had some other guys that ran to the sepulchre that was with us. They came back with that same report that the body's gone. The tomb is empty. He's gone. The angel said he's alive. The women said he's gone. The men said the tomb's empty. The tomb's empty. Oh, Lord, what are we to do now? So that's why we're going home. We're discouraged. We don't understand. Boy, all these things don't make sense. They're reasoning in their mind. They're trying to figure it all out. Or so many are doing that when the Lamb of God died for the sin of the world, gave his life for ransom for many. Thank God he gave himself for every boy and girl, every man or woman in the world. He gave himself. He gave himself for you. For you. You say, I don't understand all that. You don't have to understand all that. Believe. He didn't say except you understand. He said except you believe. Believe and repent of your sin. Thank God. Call on the name of the Lord. Amen. Oh, Lord, help us. And then the Bible said, they said, we don't understand it. They went down there and they didn't see him. They couldn't find him. The tomb's empty. The tomb's empty. The tomb's empty. Victory was won at Calvary, but it's realized in the empty tomb. And when the tomb was empty, they realized that he's the Savior of the world. They figured it out when he told them about all. But listen where he goes on. The Bible, not only could they not see, it was their countenance sad. But then Christ reveals himself. Look what he said here. And beginning at Moses and all the prophets, amen, he begins to expound unto them the scriptures concerning himself. He begins to prove the scriptures out. Hey God, that he is the Christ, the Son of the living God. He showed them that all these things must be. He said this, he said, oh, fools and slow of heart to believe all the prophets have spoken. Oh, my Christ has suffered these things, and to enter into his glory. Thank God he took and preached to them himself. Man, if anybody can preach Jesus, I'd say he can. Amen. If anybody take the word, because he is the word. If anybody can take the word and break it and bless the people, I'd say he can. Amen. Because he is the word. The Bible said the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glories of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Thank God. Aren't you glad? Amen. That word became flesh and dwelt among us. Thank God. And the Bible said he revealed himself in the scriptures. In verse number 27, he revealed himself unto them through the scriptures. And then the Bible said he went in, they would have went on further, the Bible said. He would have went on by. Would have left them to go on to their houses and to dwell in the village there in Emmaus. But they drew near and they constrained him. They said, the day is far spent. It's already gone. Why don't you come with us and abide with us tonight? And the Lord went. I want to tell you, sinner friend, you don't realize just how far spent the day is. You don't realize how close to the end of time we're coming now. The Bible said in the last days there'd be earthquakes in divers places, in different places, in unusual places, in strange places, different places than the norm. Well, you'd expect them in California, but now they're all over the world. And then you'd expect them in certain places. Now you hear about, well, the Bible said in the last days there'd be wars and rumors of wars. The Bible said in the last days pestilence would come. The Bible tells us of these things that are going on. And while we're talking about these things, the Lamb of God's walking to and fro. He's walking in the earth. He's seeking somebody. He's seeking somebody that hear the word of God. He's revealed himself in the scriptures. Then the Bible said he revealed himself in the breaking of bread. The Bible said, listen what he did. The Bible said he took the bread and blessed it. He blessed it and brake and gave to them. And he was known in the breaking of bread. The Bible said in verse number 35, the last verse that we read to you, he was known of them in the breaking of bread. I don't know how this happened. I don't know all about this and what went on. But the Bible said he went in with them that night and was as though he would abide with them. But when they went to break bread, the Bible said he took. Normally, I guess the master of the house would take the bread and break it, or he'd take and ask the blessing. I don't know what the custom was necessarily, but for whatever reason, the Lord just stepped in, took over. And he took hold of the bread, and he brake it, and blessed it, then he brake it, and then he gave unto them. I don't know how this happened. Maybe when he brake the bread, they saw his hands. They realized the piercings of the nails were still there. Maybe they saw that, or maybe they were there when he broke the bread and fed the 5,000. Maybe they knew about what all he had done when he broke the bread and the fishes and gave out unto them. Maybe when he broke it, there's still as much there. And before he broke it, they said, oh, we've seen that before. Amen. He's known unto them in the breaking of bread. Boy, when the word of God's broken way. The Bible said immediately, it looks like, let me find where it's at. They said unto one another, they said, did not our hearts burn within? He left out as soon as they knew who he was. He left out and was gone from their sight. And the Bible said, they said, did not our hearts burn within us while he talked with us by the way, while he opened to us the Scriptures. Listen then. Listen, verse number 33. Here it is. The Bible said, and here they were going home. They were fed up. They were tired. They were trying to figure it all out. They didn't know what in the world was going on. They said, we've had enough. We're going home. That's all there is to it. He's dead. He's gone. It's over. But boy, as soon as they saw him, listen what happened. The Bible said, then they rose up the same hour and returned to Jerusalem and found the 11 gathered together and them that were with them, saying, the Lord is risen indeed and hath appeared unto Simon. They found out the Lord's come down. He's shown Simon. And they said, yeah, we've seen him too. And we knew who it was when he broke the bread that night. Thank God for that. What a blessing. Oh, bless his name. He was known unto them in the breaking of bread. Oh, that he'd break bread in your house today. Oh, that he'd bless. I like what he says here. The Bible said first he blessed it, then he brake it, and then he gave unto them. Aren't you glad when the breaking time comes, at least you know that same breaker's the same blesser. Amen. He'll also bless that. Thank God when breaking time comes in your life, you know he will bless you. Amen. He blessed them before he break it. Aren't that a blessing that he blessed it first before he break it? Amen. Oh, God help us. Oh, in this Easter time, in this season, I know a lot of folk are hiding eggs and grilling out and doing all these different things and their Easter bunnying and all this stuff. But I'm going to tell you, it ain't got nothing to do with Easter. Well, this Easter day is a celebration of the risen Lord. The fact that he's risen from the grave, he's alive and victorious over death, hell, and the grave. Amen. He's alive forevermore. Amen. And I love that old song. I ain't heard it in many years. You ask me how I know he lives. He lives within my heart. Amen. I serve a risen Savior. He's in the land today. I know that he is living, whatever men may say. Amen. I'm glad I know he's living. He lives in my heart. God bless you today. I hope you have a wonderful Easter day today in the Lord. I pray the Lord's blessings upon you and your family. I pray for each one of those young people in our church that's lost and do not know God. Oh, that the blessed Savior from on high would visit you in your home and speak to your heart and draw you unto himself. And he'd reveal himself unto you through the Scripture and the breaking of bread and show himself alive and well and mighty to save for his glory and for his honor. God bless you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day of the Lord in Jesus' name. Amen.